Hi everyone and welcome to Blackwood Engage layout. Firstly, apologies if the camera's shaking a little bit, but my Handycam has finally given up the ghost, so I'm having to try and record this on my phone. So really to bring you up to date as to what I've been doing over the last 5 weeks. Now I'm currently looking at the entrance and the exit to the helix. And I've made a couple of improvements to this area. Firstly, if I come down here, and that gantry that is in the middle of the picture there, that was a cantilever gantry, the same as this one here, but I've actually replaced it with a full boom gantry right across all 3 tracks. You'll see there's a bit of scene setting being done. There's a couple of the workmen are up at the signalling box there, and similarly down here where we've got a telecoms mast has been added at the back. I've also added in obviously a few other figures around here that are obviously working away, and you can see that I have put in the first signal. There is another signal to go in front of that single mast, and again that single mast wasn't there the last time. So there's been a few bits of improvement work has been done just in this area here. I then said I was going to work my way over back towards the station. So if I come over here, you will in actual fact see that there are now gantries in on this part of the original layout. There is a full gantry just over there, just at the road bridge, or just before the road bridge there. And then I have got 1, 2, 3 cantilever gantries running right up to the concrete road bridge there. You'll also see that there are a couple of signals in there with their route indicators. They are wired up. I will actually show you those very, very shortly. They are semi-automatic, so they will be the movement of the trains and the movement of the points will in actual fact change the signals. Similarly, you'll see there's a full gantry on these 2 tracks leading or exiting from the station platforms. And on the station platforms themselves, I have done my first scratch building of gantries. Those are modelled on the gantries that I see down at Carlisle. They are simply H-beams, 3 H-beams with obviously a strengthener in at the corners. I've just made these out of styrene, evergreen styrene, 3.5mm H-beam. It looks the part, and obviously I have used the H-brass hangers underneath for the contact wires. I think you can just about pick them up hopefully on that picture there. Also, as you can see, I'm currently putting in cable trunking on the next part. And over here, I'm going to resurrect the abandoned signal box, and there is a small telecoms hut. You'll also see another signal there, a dwarf signal, which didn't actually come as a dwarf signal. It actually came as a full normal signal, but unfortunately, I decided to try and remove part of the brass rod, which sits or protrudes underneath the signal, and I managed to break some of the wires, and I thought I'd lost the signal. Then I suddenly thought, could I recreate the signal as a dwarf signal sitting on the end of this platform, and I have successfully done it. It's not wired up yet, but it will be eventually wired up. So I'll stop there, and I'm going to go around the other side just to show you some of the scene setting that I've done. So this little bit here between the tracks here, I have put in a old plate layers hut, and I've tried to recreate as though it's obviously no longer used. As you can see, the workmen have put an old pallet against the door so nobody can get into it. It's pretty overgrown with trees round about the sides of it and at the back. And I've just got all the usual paraphernalia that you would possibly get in here. You've got the signal, you've got the relay boxes in front of the signal, you've got some broken rail left there. There's also the speed restriction sign, etc. We've got the orange trunking coming across the track, and then on this section here, again, picking up with some sleepers. There's a cable drum there. Again, there's more relay boxes, and there's obviously the other signal. So what I'm going to do now, because I'm trying to do this very quickly because I'm on my phone, is if I come down here or I come out a little bit, you will start to see that this does actually kind of resemble a kind of a believable station scene. And if I come up here, your eye's probably taken to the fact that you're just seeing the back of this shed. Now, when I filmed the last update and I looked back, I thought to myself, my eyes taken to that door and window and blinds, etc., rather than the layout. And I think it was actually Chris Carter who actually made the same comment. But I have in actual fact fixed that, and I'll show you in a minute what I've actually done. I've come round back to the other side of the layout, and as you can see, I have put up another removable back scene. So as you can see, it's just held in with some metal clips there, so I can take it away if I'm wanting to film. It does act obviously as a protection to obviously a lot of the stuff that is maybe rather fragile. But what I'll do is I'll go around the other side and you'll see what it actually looks like. Right, so back on the inside of the layout, we've got the same view, if you like, but you no longer see the doors and the windows of the shed. You've now got a back scene which runs up to the edge of the road. Comes down the back of what will be what is the tunnel entrance, and runs up to the next road bridge. So it does actually start to show the layout off. So if I come around here, hopefully you can see what this area is beginning to look like. And obviously when we come around this side of the road bridge, I have got the first planted, but obviously we have all the work to be basically restarted again on this side. But as you can see, this side here is beginning to look not too bad. So what we'll do is we'll run some trains and we'll show you the signals working. Right, I've actually started running the trains running. As you'll see, the two signals there are in actual fact lit, and you probably might just have picked up that this signal on the right hand side automatically changed from red to show a yellow aspect and the route indicator. And there is a train just about to come into shot right there. It will go past and it will trip the signal. And there we are, the signal's gone back to red automatically. Now, I said these are semi-automatic signals, and that's because obviously there is a pot timer on the board that controls these signals, and although I can set that pot timer for about 30 seconds maximum, the signals would obviously continually go round in a loop, if you like, and obviously in real life these signals would more or less be sitting at red. So there is an override switch that is on one of the control panels, and if I switch that, then the signals stay at red. As you'll see, the one on the left hand side is simply sat at red, but as you can see, the train going back through and it simply trips the signal. There is an infrared detector just on the other side. You'll probably see a little black dot in between the concrete sleepers, and that's the infrared detector. There's one in each track, and if I come back down there, you'll see the signal has gone back to yellow. So what I'll do is I'll show you the other signal, and it will go through its machinations as well. Okay, I've reset a different train going. As you will see, the signal on the left hand side is showing yellow at the moment, and it's now just gone to green as the Azuma just comes into shot, and again it will go past the signal and it trips it immediately back to red as the Azuma disappears away in the distance. Again, say there's a pot timer, so you can get 30 seconds on red, then it'll go 30 seconds on yellow, and then it will go back to green. On this one here is, I think it's set for something like 18 seconds, so you can see it has now returned back to show the yellow aspect, and it will very, very shortly go back to green. Same principle, there is an infrared sensor on the other side of the railway bridge. As you can see, the signal has gone to green, and the Azuma is just about to come back through the station. And like the other signal, there is a red override button, or a switch rather, so that I can have both signals sitting on red. As you can see, the signal on the right hand side is sitting permanently on red as I've triggered the switch. So if I zoom out, hopefully this is giving you an idea. There is a lot of detailing work here. It takes an absolute age to get everything to actually look right. So although it's been almost 5 weeks since the last update, and you might think I've not made a lot of progress, I have been doing a huge amount of work out here. Obviously these gantries, they take time to actually construct. So again, that can be quite a few nights work, and then they have to be planted. Every gantry is removable, apart from the gantry that's just before the road bridge up there. It's actually fixed in, but all the other gantries, they simply lift out. So as I say, it's a lot of work, and I will carry on. As you can see, I said I would work away back out across to this industrial area, and I'm not far off. I'm nearly there, and once that's complete, that will give us essentially the station throat area will be complete. I still obviously have to build some gantries along the bay platforms, etc., and there's still other detailing work to be done, but to more or less this area, the station throat area, will be complete as the Azuma again goes back through the station. So as I say, apologies for this kind of rather shaky update, because as I say, my camera has given up the ghost, so I say I'm just filming this on my phone. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all very, very soon. Bye.